another thing I found out recently was that Taboo, the 2017 series starring and created by Tom Hardy, may be getting a sequel series.
Yeah, it's taken a while, hasn't it?
It's taken a while because obviously you had the success of Peaky Blinders, you
Mm,
had Tom Hardy in around sort of 2015 was getting more notoriety as a film actor. He had done
yeah.
films previously, but his sort of film career shot off after sort of 2016, 2017, and
I'd say,
he's been
I'd
doing
say,
films.
I'd say a bit before that.
Yeah, I would say maybe Mad Max was like the beginning of that,
Mm. And
because Fury Road.
Brosnan was his like breakthrough role.
Yes, Bronson.
Bronson, sorry, Bronson.
No, he didn't do the biopic of Piers Brosnan. Um, but yeah, I've seen reports. So the last well the first report I saw was from almost a year ago, saying that Tom Hardy has provided an update um, on the return of Taboo, saying that um, he was confirming, saying that he's writing or they're writing the scripts at the moment. Um, which is good because getting first-hand confirmation
Mm.
gives us a little bit more hope instead of just speculating, which has been the majority of the past sort of decade. Um, and then Stephen Knight earlier this year said in an interview with Radio Times, he said, "Well, Tom and I have talked about it, and I think we know what we would do. It's just finding the space, but I'd love to. I get asked about it, especially in the States. Actually, I get asked about it a lot." So, oh, and he goes on to say, Tom and I are both keen to continue, and there are lots of people who want us to continue in that direction. It's been a question of schedules and deciding where it goes next. Obviously, Stephen Knight is a very busy guy with the recent release of Peaky Blinders, The Immortal Man, his work on Bond 26, which
Oh
by
yeah.
some rumors is a reboot.
Mm.
Um, I think it, I think it's a reboot, but and he's also had other series out like House of Guinness and A Thousand Blows.
I need to still see that House of Guinness.
I've seen clips of House of Guinness. I haven't seen A Thousand Blows, but it's something I've been interested in
Mm.
looking at. But as a fan of Tom Hardy and a fan of Taboo and a fan of Stephen Knight, it would be good to see Taboo come back, especially with this gap, because you can address that gap being maybe an in-universe thing where the story does take place a decade later.
Mm.
I mean, at the end of the first series, it was him going to what I think it was like Nassau, or it was the island that he owned. He was
Yeah.
leaving to go there. So you could pick up the story sort of 10 years later, or you could follow on directly from it. It doesn't really matter because um, Tom Hardy hasn't really aged too much out of the
No.
role.
No. He hasn't.